Good morning, everybody. It is Friday, January 22nd, and I am in, I guess I'm just south of Silver City, New Mexico at the Bayard Trail System. This is a dragonfly trailhead, and my destination today is called the Big Tree. There's basically three riding areas here in Silver City that I can tell, and this is the one that has been recommended because of the recent weather that we've had. So it rides well if it's slightly wet, and it's been raining off and on the last few days, so we're going to give this one a shot. It's a little cool today. Looks like we might get a little bit of rain, but I'm going to try to knock this out before any of that happens. So let's go ride. All right. Here we go. So far, pretty easy trail. Scenic. And the air is it tastes clean. It is pure, clean air. It's been, first of all, we're out here in the desert, but it's rained the last couple of days. And it smells clean and it tastes clean, and right now it's in the upper 40s, so it's cool. You just want to suck it all in. There's a big mine over there of some sort, but now I'm looking for Wagon Wheel Road, I believe is what they call it. Love these old signs, old school. They do number their trails here, but they also give them names, and I can totally appreciate that program. I'm not sure why they do both. I'm not sure why trails are numbered instead of named. Maybe to just keep track of inventory of trails for the Forest Service or something like that, but I really appreciate them giving them a name. It gives them character. I like it. You can only imagine what it must have been like with a old wooden wagon coming down this full of wood. Guy just on the brake, hoping he doesn't run over his own horses. Hey, buddy. Look at that bushy tail. Looks like Woodhaul Wagon Road. Just got a little more interesting. Doesn't look like it gets a whole lot of use. Don't really see any bike trail on it at all. So as you can see, this road right now it's called Wagon Rut Road, but in the I guess mid 1800s, the settlers came down this road with their wagons, and over time they actually carved a rut here in the road with their wagons, which you can imagine heavily loaded wagons squeaking through here. But right here, as you can see, this is probably where their hub was. You can see where it scratched the top and came down, the hub of the wagon. The whole thing kind of leans that direction, and you see a groove down here. Absolutely amazing. How many wagons must have come down this? And also, once what's called Fort Bayard was established, they used wagons to come up here and get wood. Apparently they decimated the wood that was available down there, or it's kind of scrubby down there, but they came up here to the mountains to get wood. So over time, this is what's happened. Pretty amazing. Then it just kind of peters out here. Lots of wildlife up here. I've seen quite a bit of deer, but I guess I've run the course for mountain biking here. There's no mountain bike tracks at all. Beautiful scenery. So this is part of the USA National Recreation Trail here, but I mean, where's the trail? It's funny how I find myself at the end of the road quite often. But that's what you do when you explore. You go to the end of the road and you keep going, at least for a little bit. So this is called Cornell Ranch. Pretty nice piece of single track. Cruisy. So far, I think this is the best trail out here. This trail's called Knot Hole. Interesting trail name. Temperature's starting to drop. Nose is starting to run. Clouds are starting to gather. This trail's called Fenceline. That's the end of today's ride here at Fort Bayard. Super delightful ride, about 14 miles, 1,200 feet of climbing, something like that. A little bit of history, great single track. You know, what else could you ask for? A nice day. Really enjoyed it here. Little gem here, and I guess this would be west central New Mexico, Fort Bayard. Check it out. Good morning, everybody. Today is Saturday, the 23rd of January, and I've met a couple guys in the parking lot here, and they're showing me around. This area is called Little Walnut Creek?
Just Little Walnut.
Little Walnut. So I have Aiden, Michael, and Jason here, and they're all locals, and you know, what's better than finding locals in the parking lot to show you around. So far so good. We just climbed up a little bit, did a little bit of a downhill flow trail, and apparently there's a cave out here somewhere. We're gonna go check that out. So let's go ride. All right, made it out to the Continental Divide Trail out of Little Walnut. Beautiful. Continental Divide race, I guess, comes down this. Mike, you got any history on this here cave other than it's been here for a long time?
Other than the last time I rode, I came out here, and then the next thing I know, this cave's right there, and I'm like, oh my god, because you know, first thing I'm worried about is something coming out of it.
Oh, yeah.
But I figure somehow it just over time, it's just been kind of weeded out, and I imagine people who hike the Continental Divide Trail just used it as a way to get out of the elements.
Could be. Well, it's obviously volcanic.
Yeah. But I thought it was cool.
Oh,
Nice.
that's actually cool.
Yeah.
Right on.
Who knows who could have lived in that thing?
Yeah.
Same time as you know, when the Apaches were here, they could have used it, or even before that.
Yeah.
My guides, they had to turn around. But it was really nice meeting them. They're super nice people. I cannot express to everybody how friendly New Mexican people are. It's absolutely amazing. All of my travels, Las Cruces, Alamogordo, the people I met out in White Sands, the people here in Silver City, amazing. All of them. Gila Valley, the Gila River, which I crossed yesterday going through the cliff dwellings, goes through this valley right here. Beautiful valley. The valley that is now the site of Silver City once served as an Apache campsite. With the arrival of the Spaniards, the area became known for its copper mining. After the American Civil War, a settlement developed and became known as La Cienega de San Vicente, the oasis of San Vincent. With a wave of American prospectors, the pace of change increased, and Silver City was founded in the summer of 1870. The founding of the town occurred shortly after the discovery of silver ore deposits at Chloride Flat, on the hill just west of the farm of Captain John M. Bullard and his brother James. Following the silver strike, Captain Bullard laid out the streets of Silver City, and a bustling tent city quickly sprang to life. Although the trajectory of Silver City's development was to be different from the hundreds of other mining boom towns established during the same period, Captain Bullard himself never lived to see the beginnings of permanence, as he was killed in a confrontation with the Apache, attempting to take their land less than a year later on February 23, 1871. The town's violent crime rate was substantial during the 1870s. However, Grant County Sheriff Harvey Whitehill was elected in 1874 and gained a sizable reputation for his abilities at controlling trouble. In 1875, Whitehill became the first lawman to arrest Billy the Kid, known at the time under the alias Henry Antrim. Whitehill arrested him twice, both times for theft in Silver City. Sheriff Whitehill testified to the justice of the peace that he believed Henry Antrim did not do the actual stealing the second time arrested, but insisted in the hiding of the property stolen by Sombrero Jack. Whitehill would later claim that the young man was a likable kid, whose stealing was a result more of necessity than criminality. His mother is buried in the town's cemetery. In 1878, the town hired its first town marshal, Dangerous Dan Tucker, who had been working as a deputy for Whitehill since 1875. Butch Cassidy and his Wild Bunch were also reported frequent the Silver City saloons in the late 1800s. This Continental Divide Trail is something special. Let me tell you, it's beautiful. There's nobody out here. Like I said, I went a little further than the last people I saw, and the scenery is absolutely beautiful. I guess that's why they call it a National Scenic Trail, but they're not lying, and it's just it's a killer trail. Having a great time out here. It for today's ride on the Continental Divide Trail. Man, it was fabulous, and the group that I rode with, super friendly. Everybody that I've met here is friendly. It's a great place here in Silver City, New Mexico. But that's it for today. It's supposed to rain the next couple of days and even snow, so I'm not really sure what my plan's going to be, but I'm glad I got today's ride in. It was fabulous. I'd like to stick around and maybe ride some more here, and we'll just see how that plays out. So that's it for today. As you can see, things have changed a little bit here in Silver City, New Mexico. Locals tell me this is the most snow they've seen in 10 years or more. So I'm going to put a pretty little bow on this episode. The riding's no good here for a few days. If you like what you see, please subscribe. Please hit that like button. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks again so much for watching.